Well, sometimes I go online by myself. All I do is whinge and moan. Woo! I complain about all the things, what they're doing, and I groom young men by offering loans. Well, since I've come online, everybody's attacked me. Is it 'cause I am a cunt, or when I scream like a banshee? Or won't you fuck off, cunts? Unsubscribe and don't bother me. My head is on the moon, but my name's Valerie. Woo! I said Valerie. Valerie. Yo. I said Valerie. Yeah. Did you have to go for dance? You seem like you're epic fan. Just leave him alone. 'Cause he is my friend and I'm his moon. If he's a pedo, so are you, and I'll give him a loan. I really just don't care if he's numpty, wear a pair. Are you dizzy? And so what if I sniff lines? That take heroin and she looks fine. So mind you're busy, nosy bastards. Well, since I've come online, everybody's attacked me. Is it 'cause I am a cunt, or when I scream like a banshee? Well, won't you fuck up, cunts? Unsubscribe and don't bother me. My head is on the moon, but my name is Valerie. Woo! Valerie, yeah. Valerie, oh. Valerie, no. Well, sometimes I go online by myself and I moan like old Dot Cotton. I complain about all the things that I do myself. To my core, you'll find I'm rotten. Oh, I am now. Well, since I've come online, everybody's attacked me. Is it 'cause I am a cunt, or when I scream like a banshee? Or won't you fuck up, cunts? Unsubscribe and don't bother me. My head is on the moon, but my name is Valerie. Valerie, yeah. Ooh. Valerie, Valerie, oh no. Ooh. Valerie, Valerie.
Sorry, guys. I haven't had the wrong screen connected the whole time, have I? For God's sake. Fuck the intro anyway. Yeah, what's up, everyone? It's getting confusing to use that bloody Google Meets, but when my StreamYard runs up, I'm just gonna get what Luke does, $7.99 a month, and yeah, mate, fucking happy days, happy days. I was just thinking, right? I don't really believe in star signs that much, but you know what? I haven't read my star signs or star sign for fucking ages, right? So I thought today I'm gonna do that, right? And because I don't think you know, when you get your like the stars and all that, your star signs and that, I don't think, like, supposing you had like a shit couple of months, but next week you're gonna start to have a good week. I don't think in star signs they say, oh, you've had a bad fucking couple of months, it's gonna get better. They just say, oh, whatever, next week's gonna be better. You know, I just got to make sure I've got it on the right screen. Let me just see who is in the who is in the fucking who is in the who is in the 1 second. That's falling out, mate. Come on, man. So, yeah. I just thought I'd see if anyone's watching right now. So let's go to fucking 13 at the moment. Here's an open panel, guys, if you want to jump in. I'm quite busy tonight, so I'm willing to give a little bit of time, but normally, you know, it's better to go live later. So, Brian, because you try to control me, and I say that I've got to have a truce with you, or you're going to keep me off YouTube. I'm sorry, 1 second. Morpheus is coming in, 1 sec. Oh shit, no one from the Matrix. 1 second, Morph, mate. Morph.
Oh, hello. How you doing, Chris? You all right? I can't stay long. I'm on my pizza deliveries.
You've got a what?
I'm on my pizza deliveries, so I can't stay too long.
Oh, what? You deliver pizzas?
Yeah.
Well, listen, right?
No.
I've fucking delivered food for fucking Uber.
No, Chris, it's a joke, man. It's a joke.
I've ordered food for Uber Eats.
Yeah. Obviously, you haven't seen what's been going on with Easy E.
Nah.
Oh. How are you doing? I thought I'd just jump on and say a quick hello to you.
He's the only person
Have I come on my Neo account? Hold on, am I on my Neo account?
I don't know. It comes under Neo.
Yeah, I am. Why is it saying? Ah, it's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. Ah, I know where it is. Yeah, don't worry.
You haven't been blocked
because it's
from my
Google
account,
Meets, isn't it? Yeah, it's Google Meets.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not used to Google Meets, you see. I'm just wondering, why is it showing Neo there?
I'm not taking a piss though, but Easy's got to be the only one who sounds like he's got a cold fucking 24/7, man.
Oh, fucking, he needs to blow his nose and his brain.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to fucking, what he needs to do is go to a fucking garage, you know, these fucking tire blow up things. He doesn't need one of them, he needs two, and one up his nostril and give it fucking 500 psi up his nostrils, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he's leaving YouTube. He said he's leaving YouTube now because I've doxed his. Well, I don't give a fuck. It's not called doxing anyway. I put all his Facebook pages out today and all his friends list. There's a lot more to come than just that. Anyway, this is the start of it.
Morpheus, mate, why don't you just go through a list of all the wrong ones?
Because
listen, right? When you came on mine and Chris,
yeah, but they're not going at me though. They're not going at Morpheus and saying I'm doing this to his son and bullying his son. They're not doing anything to all I'm doing is reacting to something.
Okay, so what? When you was on mine and Chris, and because that day when you was on mine and Chrissy Morris was on there, he goes, "Oh, Chris, I'm never coming back on yours again, man. Fucking the way you let Morpheus tear into me."
Fucking, he's a pussy. He can't take it, can he? I was asking him what race am I
all the
against.
wrong uns can't take it. But, yeah, you could be a one-man fucking army. You could take them all down, mate.
Okay, they shouldn't be on here if they're like that.
Yeah.
Moon and Jupiter are the worst. Fucking hell, the lies they've come out with.
Listen, right? Did you see that video of Chrissy Morris where he phoned the police?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the ad for it. Play it if you want.
He's given me permission to play it. I'm going to play it. But basically, right, Jupiter and Moon said they've got what's it called? They've got an investigation going against Chrissy Morris, right? Chrissy Morris phoned up the police and said, look, you know, I won't interfere or anything, but I need to know. So it's fair, right? Because, you know, it's half a dozen of one, whatever. I need to get my shit into check. And, you know, I don't know if the police officer said no because they're trying to safeguard them. But, you know, I think if the police wouldn't lie. They'll just say, we're not allowed to give.
I don't think they would.
Anyone else,
I don't think they would give any information over data protection.
Let me just show this. It's not that long at all. It's about 4 minutes.
Yeah, play it anyway because it might be different. You know, I don't know. I'll meet up.
But guys, let me know what you think about it anyway. Whether you think it's true, whatever. There we go. What more?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a channel called The Gem Catcher?
Of course I have.
Yeah, The Gem Catcher's the one who's got the.
That's where I seen the notification, and yeah, just haven't watched it yet. Like,
1 second, here we go. We're so close to it. Videos, latest. Here we go. Okay, let me just go to the mates. Share screen.
I'm just wondering, I've been reliably informed that the police are wanting to have a word with me. How can I go about finding out if that's so, please?
Okay, just give me the postcode of your home address.
My home address?
Just bear with me a moment, sir.
Thank you.
Is that in Essex?
Sorry?
Is that in Essex?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Spittle Road.
That's the one.
What's your number?
So there is a, I'll loosely describe her as a lady called Michaela.
Yep.
London SE5RR. So this lady has been saying that I've been intimidating witnesses in a ongoing police investigation.
Michaela.
I don't believe there is any police investigation. I'm just voicing an opinion about it. I'd like to know if there is a police investigation, so that obviously, you know, I know whether or not I am in any way hindering it at all. I don't believe there is, but this lady keeps on saying that I'm intimidating witnesses and that I am interfering in an active police case. So I'd just like to get to the bottom of actually, is there an active police case that's been reported by that lady?
And how have you been speaking with her? Who is she in relation to you?
She's a nobody in more ways than one. She is someone that's on the internet that just likes to troll people.
And she's been saying this to you over online?
Yeah, she's been saying it online.
It's only 4 minutes long, the whole video. It's only like more than halfway left.
Okay, and what's your first name, sir?
My name's Chrissy.
C-R-I-S-S-Y?
Single S. The double S version is a very large American porn star. I've been reliably informed not to Google.
It's funny. Every video he spells his name. When they ask him how to spell the name, he always says, Chrissy spelt with 2 S's is the name of an American porn star. If you Google that up, you'll suffer from PTSD. What a fucking dick, man.
Google it because it will give you PTSD.
And your last name, Chrissy?
Morris, M-O-R-R-I-S.
And your date of birth?
17/11/74. I'm a Scorpio.
Like we
Scorpio,
needed to know what fucking star sign you were.
Look at the smug bastard, though.
I'm a Scorpio.
No, he's a smug bastard.
Yeah, if there is anything active and there's an OIC that I could speak to, could you either put me through to them or let me know who that is so I could get in touch with them, please?
Just bear with me 2 seconds, please.
Thank you.
Last 20 seconds. It's an open panel, guys, if you want to jump in. All right, we don't need to see what couple got.
Okay, so I can't see anything on my system, but we would not be able to disclose any information in regards to cases and OICs anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so the police couldn't either confirm or deny whether there was a case going on. You know, in previous conversations, I thought people were saying that the police denied the fact that, you know, I'm not saying Jupiter and Moon are being honest, but, you know, it's one of them ones where if somebody does press charges against someone, you know, they're not going to make it easy for the, you know, perpetrator to find out what's going on, if you know what I'm saying.
Ah, fucking Jupiter and Moon are total fucking liars. Say it as it is, Chris, man. Don't beat about the bushes with the bitches.
No. I'm not saying that it's not true, right? I don't believe they have made a statement, or if
no, there is. Of course, there is no.
Or if they did make a statement, right, the police wouldn't have wanted to take it any further.
No, because what they'd have done, if there would have been an investigation, right, and as soon as he gave his name, right, that woman would have turned around to him and asked him to hand himself into the nearest police station. So it's obvious from what she's saying and what I can work out what's what. You know, because I know what they would say is, as soon as he gave her his name there, right, you could hear the keyboard going. She's doing the EMPR check or whatever you call it. She'd have said, "Can you please hand yourself into the nearest police station?"
I know, I know what you're saying, Neo. But sometimes, if there's an investigation going on and they haven't got enough evidence yet, sometimes, you know, they will just kind of keep it on bail, you know, without Chrissy knowing, to gather more evidence. You know, I'm not saying that I do think they're lying anyway, but I'm just saying, you know, sometimes it's in the police's interest to, you know, say nothing's going on, to lull the perpetrator that the police believe into a false sense of security. But yeah, but to be honest, as I said, I don't believe that there's anything going on.
No, of course there isn't. Fucking come on. You think the police are going to waste time on a so-called child image being dropped in a Discord server? When you say that to a police officer, they probably don't even know what you're talking about. And then the stories they've come out with, the cops are going to be like, "No, we want nothing to do with this shit."
And the worst part of it is, the police will be investigating for literally half a day, and they will see the bullshit. They'll see the bullshit on both sides, and they'll be, you know what? I'm not getting caught up in this. Police resources are fucking, you know, slim as it is. We ain't got time to be doing all this.
All it is, it's just a way for them to try and come back onto YouTube. If you remember when they first went, they said, "Oh, we're leaving YouTube. We're going onto Discord. It's more secure. We'll leave all you scum behind." But it didn't quite work, so they had to bring some sort of story out so they can get themselves back onto YouTube. You see?
Yeah, but no offense, yeah, fucking. I never heard of Discord for ages. I was gonna download it. When I looked at when I read the fucking description in Apple fucking the iOS store, it said that Discord is used mainly by fucking teenagers.
No, Discord is just like the messenger, like Telegram. It's like Google Meets. It's exactly like Telegram, really. More or less like Telegram, yeah, than anything else. No, it's just another social media platform. I think it got quite popular with the kids, you know, doing the gaming here and things like that. But it's used for all sorts of things, from people selling IPTV to selling various other items, and people have their private groups on there, you know.
Yeah, let me just stop sharing this screen, because what, are you sure Discord's for adults? Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. It's not just for kids.
No, I mean, no, I'm not saying there's an age restriction, but when I was going to download it, and even though it's actually not for actual kids per se, it did say that a lot of younger people are using it.
No, because once you install Discord, right, there's nothing on there. There's absolutely nothing. There's no pages for you to visit. There's no things for you to click on. You have to search for certain names, or someone has to send you a link to join the group and things like that. When you actually install the app, it's absolutely empty. There's nothing there, you know.
Yeah, fucking.
But I use it. I've got no problem using it. I use it from my IPTV. I have to use it so I can pay it monthly. It's the only way they'll accept payment and do support, you know. It's through Discord.
The technology people use is not the problem. It's how people use it.
Exactly, yeah, how it's used, yeah.
But 1 second.
But don't get disillusioned, Chris. YouTube is not as bad as what this little dark shitty corner what we're in. YouTube is really very, very good, I think. It's just there's a lot of fucked up people here, let's face it, especially from the London, not you, Chris, fuck's sakes. But there's a lot of people from down south, southeast on here, and they're just not ticking right, you know.
No, yeah, I get that, but it's like you know, fucking Brian and fucking Brian, Esau, and Bleeding tried to get me in a Discord group.
Yeah, stay away from
them.
If they're actually if they know what they're doing, if they actually know what they're doing, and they host a Discord server, which I know they wouldn't, and they host it on a seed box or their server, they can get your IP and everything unless you're using the VPN or SSH. Yeah, don't click on anything. But I recommend you get a VPN, lads. It's only £2 a month. That's all it's going to cost you. £2 a month, man. You know, to protect yourself from these trolls. And if you got Netflix or anything like that, Bob's your uncle, you'll get loads of American films on it. Hey, have you heard what Netflix are doing now? They're barring this, you know, when people, you know, if you've got a Netflix account and you give them your passwords and that to your mates, they're going to start blocking your accounts when you're doing that.
One sec,
I'm just watching the Gimp's live stream. He's doing his final goodbye, au revoir, ta-ra, so long, goodbye. Yeah, YouTube stream, you know.
Oh, what, Rick?
Yeah, I did say to him, I said, Rick, I'll take you over the edge today, lad. What did Morpheus do?
Yeah. How many people like Dan and that have said they're never going to come on YouTube again?
Yeah, I know.
I don't believe them.
This idiot's not going anywhere. He's only doing it for views. It's clickbait with him. And look at this. Look, we got the Homophobia. I don't need to mention who it is. Easy link for Esau. You wanted help. You got it. That strawberry atheist size. All running round and not helping them with saying easy, get offline, stay offline for 2 months, get to the doctors. They're like, no, let's troll them this way. Let's do that. Disgusting. Madbox, yeah. You turn hypocrisy. I don't care. People, if you think that I'm bothered that I've gone and put Ricky Freeman's Facebook page out there, all right? I'm holding my middle finger up here now, and I just don't care. It's not illegal. If you've got a problem with it, go to the police and tell them Morpheus from the Matrix is putting Facebook on YouTube. Anyway, Chris, what are you doing, man? Watch what you're showing here, Chris, mate. Seriously, man. You're sharing your phone screen, you know. Chris. Oh, fuck's sakes. Take that screen off, Chris. Chris, what you doing, man? You muted up. Oh, you've done it, have you? That's it. Yeah, Chris, if you're not sure what you're doing, no, you still got it showing, I think. What you want to do, you know, is set up Google Meets, but set it for a private broadcast and just do all your testing and that in the background then, you know. But don't put your phone screen up like that, mate. I'd advise against that. You know, your boss could send you a text now, you know, whatever. It'd come up on the screen. I'm not sure how iOS works, but heads up, you know. Like I say, do a private screen stream, you know, so no one can see it. And then test all the things in the background. Or get Luke on with you, you know. I think he uses Google Stream, doesn't he? Or whatever. Yeah, so it's we got Mr. Richard Freeman. He's drying his eyes in Bognor Regis tonight. Dry your eyes, son. Dry your eyes. I am drying my eyes for you, actually.
I know it's hard to take, but her mind has been made up.
I know that's going to be my next intro
now.
tune, actually.
It's over.
Yeah. When I show his son's Facebook page. Wait till I do that then.
Yeah. I would like to have a conversation with fucking Hoof, mate.
Why?
Because I've heard certain things through the...
Don't go with what people are telling you now, Chris.
I'm not going with what people are telling me, but he's gone with what people have told him.
Oh.
And I'm, you know, at least the difference between me and him, you know, if someone said you done something to me, I wouldn't go up to you and say, Morpheus, you're a cunt, you done that to me. I'd have the decency to ask your side of the story first. But you know what? It's kind of irrelevant anyway. I'm not going to pursue it anyway, but it's probably someone's shit stirring. You know what YouTube's like. But yeah, I'm going out shopping in about an hour. So if anyone's going to jump on, now is
I'm not going to be on for long.
Now's the time to do it.
I still haven't had my tea. It's just too hot up here. It's just 25 degrees. Well, inside, like 19 degrees outside.
I don't know what my temperature is inside, but I have to go down and look at the thermostat. But the only thermostat is in the pub, and the pub is a lot hotter than, you know, the hallway to the B&B. But have you ever noticed sometimes it's hotter inside than it is outside?
Yeah, especially with using the city. You've got a lot of concrete around, haven't you? Guess it was hot in London today. Yesterday up here was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think 29 degrees has been the hottest day this year, but
yeah, I think we're in for a hot summer, you know. I think we're gonna get a hot one. I don't know if it'll be as hot as when was the really hot? Was it 2020 or 21? Whatever. I remember we were all in lockdown and it was like fucking 37 and something like that. Ridiculous temperatures, like.
Yeah, big up Terry Tibbs, big up the Brit.
Yeah, big up everyone in the side chat. Who you got in there? The Brick. Okay, now. Terry Tibbs. Fucking hell. I used to enjoy the Terry Tibbs show.
No, it wasn't a Tibbs show. Terry Tibbs was a comedy character on Phone Jacker and
Yeah,
Face
I
Jacker.
know who and what Terry Tibbs
Oh
was.
no,
You know?
it's just the way it's just the way you said the Terry Tibbs show.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good. That the Phone Jacker, and then that other guy did it. Then didn't he? That him with the big phone didn't quite work the same way. Like,
oh, that was another program on Channel 4.
What was his name? Black hair, wasn't it?
His name was Dom something.
Oh, I can't remember. He used to shout, didn't he, down the phone? Great big telephone, and he used to do stupid things.
One second,
It wasn't as good as Phone Jacker though.
Let me Google that because that's gonna be on my fucking. That's gonna annoy me all day.
Oh, I've got Esau trigger tonight. Esau is squeaky bum tonight. Squeaky, I got the dream team right in the palm of my hands, people.
His name's Dom Jolly.
Oh, yeah, that's it, Dom Jolly. Yeah.
Happy TV.
I've got the cream team so wound up, right? They could explode any minute. But your Brian's fucking raging.
The worst, the funniest part is they think that in their delusional minds that they're winning or they're getting to us.
Yeah, but they're not. They're just getting too easy, you see.
The thing is, when we do
the only person out of all this that's suffering is easy.
The thing is, when we do what we do, there's no malice behind it. Yeah, we just do it for a little joke.
No, I'm not really in any team or group, but when I do things, yeah, I can go lower than a snake's belly, and I can be a bit of a nasty bastard. If I've got that information, like Si today, I was so close. Simon's one of the worst to have on the panel with me. He gets me to the, I'll do things. I nearly fucking put out his son's Facebook page, Carries on. That'll be the next one. I will put his son's Facebook page and the friends list. And then we'll look down his friends list. You give me you put a copyright thing into YouTube, but YouTube are not giving it a strike. It's not a copyright claim, it's just a warning. Little bitch, you are easy. Little bitch. I've still got the stream because I pay for StreamYard, so it's downloaded. I'll just re-upload it to BitChute. But I'm going to clip that and then it's going on... Sorry, Chris, what was that?
I kind of know, so if you kind of play music that you're not supposed to, right? You don't get struck for that, right? Your broadcast just gets banned in a few countries, right?
Yeah, it depends.
When you get struck, yeah, for porn bombing and people saying that your content is whatever. Yeah. But at the same time, if YouTube see that somebody's fucking reporting somebody for nothing,
yeah,
YouTube will fucking fuck them up.
What you've got to be careful of as well, the word, how can I say it? The GIMP guy, Mr. Richard Freeman. The other word that I call him that starts with M, finishes with a G. Oh, you're not going to get it, are you, Chris? For fuck's sakes. You don't want me to say it.
1 second. Is it a 4-letter word?
Oh, God.
Is it a 4-letter word?
It's just Mong, all right? Just be careful saying that.
That's
just because you asked me. I'm not going to play around with these 4 3-letter games bullshit. I'll say it as it is.
You just said it starts with M, ends in G. So when I said, is it 4 words, you should know it anyway.
Yeah, well, I can't be asked playing a 3 or 4-word game. I'll just get it out of my mouth and it's done now, Chris.
I get the word you're saying, and yeah, I totally agree with you on that.
Be careful with it because I got a warning for that from YouTube. It wasn't a strike or anything. It's just what they call a community guidelines thing. I think if they mount up and you try and get monetized, you're done. But that doesn't bother me. I'll delete this channel and use one of my other channels. I'd never want to be monetized. If I ever get over like 200 subs, I'll delete the channel and start again. I did last time. I got to 300 something, deleted the channel, started again.
That's what I'm not bothered about monetization either, right?
No.
You know, I've known loads of channels that have been doing this kind of stuff, and you know, even years later, they're still on so many subs. But what I'm trying to say is, if I ever did monetize, which I never would, I would never charge my viewers. I might charge big billionaire companies to play adverts on my channel, but you know, you need fucking like 100,000 views.
Fuck, you need millions of subs, mate. I'm saying like you need 6, 7, 10, 12 million subscribers to make an income. But there are channels out there. There's like this channel. There's hold on, Chris. There's this one channel in America that I like watching quite a lot. Actually, he works with exotic Canadian rainforest woods or something. He makes these tables, you know, for multi-millionaires and that with epoxy resin. Oh, it's amazing. Look it up on YouTube. Canadian table maker or something it is. He does like a donation things for his members, but what he does, he actually gives his members content. He'll show them how to do these tables and things with epoxy resin and, you know, things like that. You know, no channels like that, there's no problem donating to them. I think they're well worth it, you know.
Well, listen, the only time I would condone someone in our side of YouTube for monetizing and offering that monetization to their viewers is if someone put the hours in. If someone's going to sit there all day for like fucking what?
Yeah, but there are accounts
10, 12 hours.
There are accounts out there you can buy that are monetized, you know.
All I'm saying is if somebody monetizes and they don't put the time or effort in, then I think that's a con. Yeah. If someone's doing it, you know, at least 60 hours a week, then do you know what?
60 hours, that's full time, man.
That's what I'm saying. If someone's doing like, you know, 40 to 60 hours, right, and they're putting the time and effort in, you know, people are adults, no one's putting a gun to their head. And if it makes them happy, you know, like some people, you know, are lonely, and some people get some kind of benefit from being on these streams. So, you know.
Yeah, but I enjoy the Canadian wood making table anyway. That's, you know, if you're a joiner and you want to get into be a master woodcraft, I think he only charges like $3 or something, you know, and he does like private things for his members. I think that's sort, you know, if you're into joinery and you want to learn about, you know, doing these tables, I think paying for that, you know, it's I don't know, it's different. Some people are into watches. If you want to learn how to repair watches, you can, you know, you can subscribe to a channel and, you know, you like his content, so you donate to him, you know, whatever. I don't know, whatever floats your boat, innit, you know.
Nah, you know, some channels, right? Some YouTubers, right? You know, they do get paid, and they get paid quite a lot of money, but
they
at the same time,
YouTube take 40% of it.
But yeah, there's some channels they get paid a lot, but they do spend a lot of money on their YouTube videos. For example, there's some channels that, let's say they made half a mil, you know, they might give back to homeless people like fucking 300 mil.
Yeah, that's just doing clout, isn't it? You know, when they go around videoing themselves giving money away to homeless people. It's just clickbait and clout. Some of it is, you know.
I think that is pretty.
That's what Real was. Real was clickbait and clout. I didn't mind donating to Real. It was only a pint a month. And
yeah, but when I see people doing them videos where they give money out to people, I think to myself, if you were nice, people would know that you're a nice person.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you're trying to do something nice to make people think you're nice. That's all for subs, that is.
Well, yeah, but if it's for Molly, if it's for, like I say, if it's for content, and you want like an expert's opinion, or you want to learn something that, you know, takes many years to learn, often, you know, for of a machinist or something, I think it's well worth donating, to see him do the thing, to show you how to do it or something like that. I think so anyway. Personally, anyway, I think so. Because they're giving their knowledge, they've worked in probably a machinist for could be 50 years. They could have been a machinist, and they charge their viewers £3 a month or something, so they can show them how to do, I don't know, repair watches or whatever. I've got no problem with things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like and to be honest, yeah, it's like some channels they have, like, they have like, before I realized about monetization, I thought subscribing to a channel was just clicking subscribe and hitting the notification bell. Now there's that kind of there's that kind of subbing, and there's another sub where you can get, like, you can sub financially, and it's like,
I think this YouTube's out there, I think it's dying. I think TikTok and what's the other one, Instagram, things like that, I think they're taking off.
Yeah, but do you know what, right? It's like things like YouTube, right, and Facebook, right? They've already stood the test of time, right? They're gonna be around regardless, right? Now we got kind of like TikTok and that around. Fucking TikTok are gonna make some money, but when it comes down to it, right? Yeah, Facebook and fucking YouTube are always going to be the ones with the money in their pockets. Like TikTok, don't get me wrong, the concept is a fucking $1 billion concept.
Yeah, well, don't forget, remember, TikTok is a Chinese run company,
I know that, but what I mean is, like,
and run servers.
But things like TikTok, right? They're the sort of things that in a couple of years, a better kind of platform's going to come out, and they're going to be obsolete. But things like Facebook and YouTube, they're always going to be current. It's like, if I wanted to go on something like Facebook, I couldn't think of any other fucking app that could do the set, like, could find the same videos I'll be looking for and stuff.
Yeah, well, I can't see much. What else could come out really compete with what we got now? Is Facebook? Who would you think is the top one for social media? I think Facebook, TikTok. No, I'd say TikTok.
No. It is Facebook.
Oh, it is Facebook.
Yeah, because Facebook have brought Instagram. Facebook have brought no, Google have brought YouTube.
Google own everything now. Own everything mostly.
Yeah, no, Google do own YouTube and WhatsApp and Facebook. But even though Google owns Facebook, and it's the same bosses, Facebook is still its own company. And if you ever sign into your WhatsApp, right, it comes in and says powered by Facebook. So it's like now fucking BT and EE have joined forces. So
yeah, you got to remember there's two different branches of EE. There's EE, sorry, not E. There's BT. BT OpenReach, which is the actual network that runs the backbone of, they do all the cabling and the wiring, and then you got actual.
Yeah, but BT OpenReach don't just do cables for BT, right? Apart from Virgin that have started to build fiber optic cables, right?
Well, yeah, but BT do fiber now.
BT are the only ones that have phone lines around the world. So OpenReach is a subcontractor from BT, but they still install Vodafone, they still install Sky, Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. BT, they own they open level 1. They own level 1 in London. If you know what that is, level 1. That's the main BT. That's where it went on fire about 4 or 5 years ago. Do you remember that? The big exchange in London. That was level 1.
No.
Took most of the internet down. That. Yeah, there's some big backbone in London. Level 1. Manchester's got a couple of good ones now as well, but London have got the.
Before I went to bloody work, man, I heard a story that there was this submarine that was going to look for wreckage of the Titanic.
Yeah, I've heard this. Yeah.
I haven't seen it all day, man. Apparently, yeah, when I saw it earlier, they only had 24 hours of oxygen left.
Yeah, well, it's got for now, aren't they?
Their problem is most of their equipment can only go 3,000 feet, and they believe that, you know, the seabed is about 308. Sorry, 3,800.
Yeah, it's like 4 miles down or something like that. Fucking thing is.
Well, they say that it's the equivalent height of 4 Eiffel Towers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
It is. Imagine the Mariana Trench then. That's in. Is it up at the Bahamas or wherever? Oh, whatever, West Indies. That's 8 miles. That's what was it? 3 or 4 times Everest would fit in it. You know, 8 miles deep. Imagine the pressure there, 8 miles.
So that's what I'm saying. The biggest obstacle of rescuing someone that deep underwater is, you know, because there was a couple of boats that could go 3,000 feet. They tried to see if they could go down lower, and then they just what's it called, crumpled due to
or crumple a shell, yeah.
And when I was watching the news, I didn't get the whole of it, but apparently it was either a drone or something could hear SOS taps on the wall.
Yeah, shame. I think they'll have had it by now, haven't they?
And the worst thing is, 2 of the wives, there's 5 people in there, right? Apart from the pilot, of the submarine, who they named as a French guy, all they would say is there's 2 wives on a boat next to the rescue, right? And no offense, but 24 hours, I don't think is enough time to rescue something like that. Like
of course they don't. Otherwise, they'd have fucking rescued them by now.
Yeah, some countries have technology that can go that far.
But by the time the logistics to get all the divers and everything into one place, you're talking 3-4 days or something like that, aren't you? You know.
What do you mean divers? There ain't going to be divers that are going to be doing the rescue.
Of course, you're going to have a diver go down in the rescue sub to open the doors and get. It all can't be done automatically, can it?
Yeah, but when they were rescuing, I think they were going to use robots.
I don't know. When they did that last one, remember the Russian one? I think they did that one with. Nowadays they probably could with robots. Yeah,
they have these special robots, and what they do is they put these kind of like, you know, like you get buoys that you get on top of the water, that boats.
Yeah,
they're kind of like uninflated buoys, and then when they want to deploy them, once they're attached to like a few sides of the ship, they use the buoys to bring it to the surface. But you know,
you can't raise them up that quick from that depth. You see, they'd have to come up slowly, you know, otherwise they'll get the bends and up.
And the worst part is as well, the ship that actually stranded, they were told that their ship could only go 3,000 feet down. They were going to go as low as they could, 3,000 feet, and then they were going to attach a robot on a string with a camera on it, and they were going to lower it
another mile down and try and find them. Yeah,
but the only thing is, I've only seen part of it, and you know, a lot. They've tried to actually resurrect the Titanic since with floats, but because it's so old and
it's brittle,
they risk that it's just going to collapse if anyone tries to bring it up to the.
They reckon it'll be gone in another 50 years, don't they? It won't be there.
Yeah, well, in 50 years, you know, all the walls and the structures and that going to start to decay. And then the current's going to start blowing. But they don't know if it's on the actual bottom of the sea or just on the seabed. You know,
the bottom of the sea is the seabed.
That's what I thought, though. But they were saying in the news today, if it's at the floor of the sea,
what they probably mean is that there's probably a shelf and there's probably different depths, you know.
Yeah, you know, with coral and that, sometimes certain seabeds are higher than others. But
there's obviously sand there or something. I don't know.
But they said it's a miracle that they're even alive now because, you know, the submarine they went down in, you know, could only really handle 3,000 feet as well.
They must have been multi-millionaires or something to pay to go down in it, and it's not cheap, is it?
Right.
For something like that, Chris, you're talking about $5,000, mate. At least $5,000.
Yeah, but they're
10 grand.
They're not people on holiday going to visit the Titanic. These are science teams going down there, you know, so they're probably sponsored by, you know, because it's close to American waters, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Biden was funding that.
You know, Biden.
Because, you know, a couple of other people from other countries have tried to, you know, find treasure in Titanic's wreckage.
Oh yeah, they brought up bottles of wine. Have you seen the wine bottles they've been selling for like $5,000 and that? Crazy.
But because it falls under American jurisdiction on the water where it is, you know, America, they just don't give permission. So
no, they have taken loads of stuff from I don't know where you got your information from there, Chris. The American government, right? Well, I don't know if it was the actual government. They sent a dive team, a special team down there, right, to collect all the wine bottles that were still drinkable, so they can sell them for multi-thousand pounds, right? They were taking dishes and things like that from there. The only things that they don't take is like personal possessions, like people's shoes and baggage and things like that. But anything else that's of wealth, they're taking it.
Well, you know, if they found a wedding ring, you know, that's someone's personal possession. You know they're going to take it, don't you?
Oh no, I'm not saying they haven't brought gold or silver, but I know they have done the bottles of wine. I know.
You know, if they found the heart of the ocean, yeah, that big fucking blue ruby, mate, they would be fucking. Oh man, but yeah, that's nuts, man. It's like, you know, I'm just thinking, hopefully these guys get out of it, man. And it must be, you know, imagine you're going to die that way. It must be terrifying because you're stuck on a fucking
4 miles down or something.
You're stuck in something the size of a double-decker bus.
At least there's 2 women with you.
I thought it was 5 men only.
Oh, I thought you said there was 2 women there.
No. Two of the men's wives are on a boat.
Oh, I'm with you.
They're wishing good moral support, and if they get rescued, you know, they come out. But that's what I'm gonna do, man. I just want to check an update on what's happening, man.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the news in a bit. I'm gonna go and have my tea in a minute. It's just starting to cool down now. Right, Chris, I'll let you get off, mate. Someone else can jump on, I suppose, in a minute.
All right, big up.
He's just gone live as well. Rapid's gone live, so probably he's going to go quiet for you.
Is Rapid gone live?
Yeah. I think, how long did he go live? 10 minutes ago, something like that. Yeah, Rapid's live. Probably be a few.
I just want to check something.
Right, Chris, I'll leave you with it, mate. All right, it's been good chatting with you. All right.
Yeah, mate. Nice one.
All right. Blessings, everyone. Big up everyone in the side chat. Speak again. Take care, everyone. How do I get out of here now? All right. Latest. Take care.
Yeah, big up, man. So, guys, it is an open panel. If anyone wants to jump in, I just want to check what's happening at the moment. So here we go, guys. This is just a little news snippet of what's going on in the world at the moment. We're watching this together, so we're going to watch it together at the same time.
With that huge search, the race to save 5 people who are on board a submersible that has gone missing in the North Atlantic, close to the wreck of the Titanic. Earlier, the US Coast Guard said that the vessel may only have 40 hours of breathable air left for the 5 people on board. Well, ships and planes are scouring the ocean around 640 kilometres off the coast of Newfoundland in Canada. The search area is as large as the US state of Connecticut. Officials say an underwater search vessel has now been launched. Well, the Titanic, which sank in 1912, lies nearly 4,000 metres below the surface. On Sunday, all contact with it was lost, with the sub about an hour and 45 minutes into its dive. Our correspondent Jessica Parker has this report on the daunting task that is now facing rescuers.
These are the last known photos of the Titan submersible. They were taken on Sunday morning, just before it began its descent. An hour and 45 minutes later, contact was lost. It's a 5-man capsule that people crawl into. This was filmed by the BBC last year. It shows people being bolted in from the outside. The sub then plunges into the ocean's depths. Those on board are believed to be the British billionaire Hamish Harding, British businessman Shahzada Daoud and his son, French explorer Paul-Henri Najolet, and this man, Stockton Rush, the chief executive of the expedition company OceanGate.
It's basically a Sony PlayStation style controller.
Here he is in a 2022 CBS documentary showing how the vessel was operated via a games console, while construction pipes were used for ballast.
This is an experimental sub. People are informed that it's very dangerous down there.
Questions about the safety of the sub are now inevitably being raised, but for now the focus is simply on trying to find the vessel. One Coast Guard official I've been speaking to described the search as like looking for a needle in a haystack.
The area that we search is roughly about the size of Connecticut. As we continue on with the search, we're expanding our capabilities to be able to search under the water as well.
The sub was towed out to sea from Newfoundland before arriving at the wreck site on Sunday. It then began its dive in coordination with a mothership, the Polar Prince. Once a vessel goes below 1,000 metres, it'll be in darkness, no light. Farther down is the Titanic wreck, 3,800 metres under the North Atlantic. Mike Reese is one of the few people who've made the trip before. He describes reaching the bottom of the ocean.
When you touch bottom, you don't really know where you are. And again, the compass immediately stopped working and was just spinning around. And so we had to flail around blindly at the bottom of the ocean, knowing the Titanic was somewhere there, but it is so pitch dark.
In the sea's murkiest reaches, this is what people pay nearly £200,000 to see. OceanGate Expeditions says it's getting help from government agencies and deep-sea companies, and it's praying for the crew's safe return. Jessica Parker, BBC News in Boston.
Well, Captain Jamie Frederick from the 1st Coast Guard District has been speaking about the latest search efforts and his team's plans for the next 24 hours.
I'll provide a brief recap of our coordinated search efforts for the 21-foot submersible with 5 people on board, along with providing an update on current search efforts and plans for the next 24 hours. On behalf of all the men and women of the United States Coast Guard and our search partners, we offer our most heartfelt thoughts and prayers for the 5 crew members, their families, and their loved ones. Our crews are working around the clock to ensure that we are doing everything possible to locate the Titan and the 5 crew members. Yesterday, we stood up a unified command consisting of expertise from the United States Coast Guard, the United States Navy, Canadian Armed Forces and Coast Guard, and the Titan's parent company, Ocean Gate Expedition. This is a complex search effort which requires multiple agencies with subject matter expertise and specialized equipment. While the U.S. Coast Guard has assumed the role of search and rescue mission coordinator, we do not have all of the necessary expertise and equipment required in a search of this nature. The Unified Command brings that expertise and additional capability together to maximize effort in solving this very complex problem.
So how will it be solved? Let's talk to my colleague Carl Nassman, who's in Boston for us now. And Carl, we heard there from the search and rescue teams. The first part is simply locating this vessel before they can even get into the logistics of how they might be able to recover it and the 5 people on board.
Yeah, I guess the best way to describe this is kind of a 2-step process. The first step could be one of the most difficult, and that's simply finding the vessel. Where is it? It could be at the very bottom of the ocean. It could be floating somehow at the top. It might have submerged on its own. The second part will be even more difficult, and that's the very technical and very treacherous and difficult and specialized rescue operation that then might take place, because there are very few vessels that are capable of traveling to the depths of the ocean that we're talking about, some 2.5 miles below the surface. That is a very long way. The typical submarine that you might think of only goes a few hundred meters deep, and we're talking about thousands of meters deep. I just want to set the scene for you. Where we are is Boston. We're about 900 miles away from the site of the shipwreck of the Titanic, and that's where we believe that submersible, the Titan, is located. This is what the U.S. Navy is calling its unified command. So they're bringing together communications between the Coast Guard, so between the Coast Guard, the U.S. Navy, as well as Canadian officials. You heard them mention there, and this is an important point, that the U.S. Coast Guard simply doesn't have the knowledge or the equipment to carry out this search and rescue mission, and that is why we're seeing such an international effort now, bringing in various countries. We have equipment on the way from France.
What a joke. It's the fucking Coast Guard, right? The American Coast Guard, yeah. What's the point of them being a Coast Guard if they can't save people's lives? But listen, there's 2 minutes left of this stream. No one else is jumping in, so I'm going to do a couple of things for a couple of hours, and then I'm going to come back live later, guys. All right. Yes, 8 o'clock. Yeah, it'll give me a couple of hours. So, guys, peace up, man, and I'll do a live later when more people are around. Big up.